Reduce with variables. When reducing fractions with variables, we will divide out the common variables. And when there are exponents, it may help to expand them. So let's go ahead and look at example 1 to get a better understanding of this. So here we have our fraction and we need to reduce it. So we have 6, which can be first reduced to its prime numbers. So 6 can be divided by 2 and 3. And then we're going to expand each of these variables. So we have m to the 4th, which is really written as then m times m times m. Then we have two n's, so we'll write it as n times n, like that. And then we have o. Then we're going to go to the bottom and do the same thing. So now we have 10 though. So that can be written as 2 and 5. And then we have 2 m's. And then we have 1 n. Then, as we have expanded our fraction, we can now divide out common factors. So we have a 2 on the top and a 2 on the bottom, so we'll cross those out. Then we have an m here and an m here. We'll cancel those out. Then we have another m here and an m here. Now we have an n, which we can cross out here and then here. And then you can see that we have no more common factors on the top or the bottom as we've divided them all out. So now we can write it as our fraction that's reduced. So we have a 3, and then we have m, and we have 2 of them, so we'll write m squared. Then we have an n, and then we have an o. Then on the bottom we have a 5, and that's it. And that would be our reduced fraction. So let's go ahead and look at one more example. So let's reduce the following fraction: 54 a to the second bc over 9 a squared b squared c. So let's look at 54. 54 can be divided by, let's say, 2. So 2 can go into 5 2 times. We're going to put the leftover 1 there, and then we get 2 can go into 14 7 times. So now we have 27, which can be divided by 3. So 27 divided by 3 is 9, and then 9 can be divided by 3 and 3. So now we have our prime factorization of 54. So let's go ahead and write those out. So we have 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then let's write a times a, as there's 2 a's because it's a squared, and then times b times c. Now below we're going to write 9, but we're going to divide that out, which can be divided into 3 and 3. So we have 3 times 3. We have a times b times b times c. So now let's cancel out common factors. So we have a 3 here and a 3 here. And then we have another 3 on the bottom and a 3 on the top. So let's cancel those out. And then we have an a and an a here. And then we have one more a here and another a here. We can cancel out. And a b below, we'll cancel out that b. And then this c will cancel out that c. So now let's go ahead and write out what our reduced fraction is, because we have no more common factors. So 2 times 3 is 6. And then that's all we have on the top. And then we just have b on the bottom. So we have 6 over b as our final reduced fraction.